The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man never thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't trust me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be. Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you.
Hello and welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the best in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. What's up, everybody? We're going to have a lot of fun today. Before I get started, let me introduce my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
I have a new voice. Do you love it?
Wow.
I could be like just picture now I'm 30 years old and tall and handsome and hot and sexy, and I meet you at a club and we're dancing, slow dancing, and I say to you, let me take you home.
Oh, Ron.
Make love to you.
Really?
Make you happy. Do all the things to you
Yeah.
that you've always wanted done, but no man had the nerve to do. Isn't that a sexy voice? Instead of my normal creepy voice.
I want to know if it's the button that gave you the deep voice.
No, I wish. No, I caught. No, Deirdre, that little twit. She was on last week, sick as a dog. Well, Deirdre gave me her gift as she left. She said, "Here you go, snuts." Whoops, and I caught her terrible flu. It's in my chest. It's in my nose. Before we go any further, I must say,
Wait.
I want to do my.
I know, but you can't do all that stuff because you never can do all that stuff until we introduce Chad, and then you get to do all that.
Chad.
You don't
So
have to
what's up,
introduce
the
me.
man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy?
What's going on, fellas?
There you
Well,
go.
I was
Ron's
about
sick,
to
huh?
say so, but the boss decided that we should introduce you first. I always thought you should be introduced when you were ready to do a little segment, not just a hello, goodbye thing.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Ron, when someone
on the
sneezes, you gotta
Mr.
duck,
Starr
okay?
does. Mr. Starr runs the show.
And that's how all
Well.
the Ellen and all the big shows do it. You
Yeah,
introduce
and I
the people
follow,
in
and
the
I
show.
follow Mr. Starr.
The Jimmy Star Show. I get it.
I follow.
So let's go.
By the way-
Also, you guys, we want to say hey to everybody in the chat room. And if you want to watch us, you can hit the ITV button and you can see us. I'm waving now. And now Ron's going to tell you something.
Okay, folks. I went crazy when I was told that Johnny Mathis is coming on our show. And I said he is coming on our show, and Johnny is coming on our show. There's no
Really?
question about it. We're not making that up. But some nut jobs on Twitter went berserk, and they started to say he's on today.
Not nut jobs, just people. That
No,
are
nut
fans.
jobs. Anybody that works those Twitters is a little cracked.
No, it's not.
Oh, come on. They talk about their own business, other people's business. Well, anyway.
Without Twitter, we wouldn't have a show.
Well, that would be, I don't think. Well, Johnny Carson didn't have a Twitter.
Huh? Who?
Johnny Carson, he didn't have a Twitter.
I know, but that wasn't in the day now. But Ellen has one, and all the shows do now. And
Ellen doesn't need a Twitter, believe me. She's
Yes, she
so
does.
talented, she could do. All right, yes, you're right, Jimmy. See, I even agree with him all the time. That's the way to successful marriage. Never argue, agree. Just say whatever you say, dear. Yes, of course.
we're happy that everybody's so excited that Johnny Mathis is coming
But he's
on.
not
and we'll
on
let you know the
today.
date, but he's just not on today.
That's going to be cool.
That's
Isn't that
it.
cool, Chad?
That's real cool.
Yeah.
I love Johnny. I've met him, I think, 3 times. He's wonderful. I'm going to talk to him about the times that we met, remind him of the crazy occasions they were. He's a charming, sweet, delightful man. I love him very much. Anyway, what's on today? What's going to happen? Anything exciting?
We've got singer-songwriter Juliana coming on today, and then we're going to have professional makeup artists with their own professional line of makeup and stuff. Lori Depp coming on, who just happened to also be one of Johnny Depp's wives.
One of them.
It's going to be fun.
That should be fun. I know all about makeup and theatrical makeup. Maybe we can get some good hints out there to the people who watch our show. By the way, if I seem a little weird today
are?
more than normally, it's because I have antibiotics in me and all kinds of stuff from my surgery last week. So I'm flying around the studio a little bit. I have a jacket and a scarf on because I'm cold. They keep the studio very cold. My hair looks like I just
You look fabulous.
got
does look
laid.
good.
Everybody's saying you look fabulous.
No, my hair looks like I just got laid, but that's okay. I like that get laid
he?
look. That's it. So I'm going to go on with the show. Yay! Let's go.
That's
Well, say
funny.
something, you big galook.
I am. I'm writing to people in the chat room. See you guys. We want to say hi to everybody in the chat room. What's up, Rebel and Tristan from Australia, and Beautiful Goddess and Irish Ginger and Dave Stars now from England, and everybody else in the chat room. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope everybody's enjoying the holiday season. Christmas is coming. We're going to call it Christmas.
You betcha we are.
And we're enjoying ourselves very much. It's a lot of fun. And Chad, how's everything going for you for your Christmas?
I
Now you
can't
should
complain
think
about
it's-
Christmas at all.
always-
What's that, Ronnie?
I said he should have introduced you now, and you could have segued in with your little story.
No, because that's not how it works.
Okay, James, whatever you say.
Yeah,
Christmas.
the whole season thing I could do without the whole Black Friday and the things for gifts and all that. But yeah, I am concentrating on Christ Mass this year very hard, and it should be a good one.
Absolutely.
Well, we hope so. My fear is, and I must make this known to the public, this is not a fact, what I'm about to say.
Hit us.
It's a supposition.
I don't know what the
Supposition, my mouth's going.
All right.
A lot of people are not going to see the tree in Radio City Music Hall, New York, because somebody spread a rumor that the ISIS people were going to blow up and kill thousands of people at the actual Radio City Music Hall statue
Rockefeller Center.
in Rockefeller Center and the enormous Christmas tree. There's also a big Christmas show somewhere else in town. It's really sad what the world has become and all the joys that we have. Little joys that don't cost money, free joys, joys for everyone, even the people who don't have money. They can go to Rockefeller Center and enjoy it just as much as a millionaire standing next to them. These are the gifts that New York gives people, and now we have to worry. I'm going to confess that I am a little worried myself, and I don't think I'm going either. I think this is a year we must be all careful.
What?
We don't want to spoil our Christmas.
Why would you let the terrorists win? That's exactly
Well,
what they
if
want
I'm
is for
dead,
you to
if I'm
live in
dead,
fear.
I can't fight them. Don't you understand? I'm not letting the terrorist win, but I'm making it'll be my children, my cousin, her husband, and my dear friend Terry and John. We're all together, and I wouldn't want anything to happen. It was my idea to do it.
Well,
To go to the tree.
well,
I think we should all go with caution. I remember the Second World War when I was a baby. My mother would feed me in the dark, and I once asked her, "Mommy, why is it dark in the house?" And she said, "Because maybe the enemy is flying over to bomb us." So it was a precaution that we did to save our families' lives. I'm not saying don't go to the tree, but what I'm saying is when you
careful.
do go to the tree, keep your eyes open and look around and see if anybody's got a backpack that looks strange, or if somebody takes their backpack off and throws it on the floor and runs away. I mean, do as they all said, or even Donald Trump is telling everybody.
Well, the secret's already out. It's already blown.
Yeah.
What?
So you're safe to go because the secret's already out. So now they're going to have dogs and
We
extra
don't know-
security.
We don't know who they are or what they look like. They speak American just like us. They're American born.
Sure, probably so.
It could be your boy. Jimmy could be one for all I don't-
Oh, that's
Sure.
nice.
I don't think
That'd be
so.
ultimate, but yeah.
I don't think
that'd be
Jimmy-
extreme.
Hey, Chad.
I would turn
Yes,
him
sir.
in if he was.
Chad, I think the ITV froze. Is there a way to fix that?
Did it really freeze?
I don't know. Everybody in the chat room is saying they got kicked off, and so I.
See, ISIS at work.
Is that what it was? All right, we'll stop the broadcast and try to
Anyway,
restart it.
just be careful, folks. Keep your eyes open.
There you go.
Yeah, just be aware of your surroundings,
We're
but
living
don't live in
very,
fear.
Very bad times.
We want everybody to have a good time and enjoy themselves. Don't be paranoid about it, but also don't be stupid about it. That's all.
Right.
Don't be a moron. Okay, what's
Right,
next?
don't be a moron. So let's do a couple commercials real quick. Number one, you guys, we want to thank everybody for tuning into the show every week. Our SoundCloud broke 7 million people, 7 million plays this last week with Ileana Douglas coming on. She had about 180 something thousand plays, and so we appreciate that very, very much. And you can hear the show live every Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time on W4CY.com with the awesome engineer, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Who, me? Thanks.
You can also hear us on WROM Radio in Detroit, Hamilton Radio in New Jersey, Planet Radio Network in New York, LA, Ontario, London and Ontario, Monster FM Radio in New York, Jackalope Radio in Kansas City, K4HD Radio in LA, WBAD Radio in Washington, D.C. Now we're also on Blast FI. There's a Jimmy Star's World radio station for Jimmy Star's World there, and it's a lot of fun, and it's playing music, and it's going to be playing shows also. That's in Philadelphia. We're also on Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, and iHeartRadio, and on video. You can see the videos on Roku, YouTube, Vimeo, and JimmyStarsWorld.com. That was a mouthful.
That was more than a mouthful, and boy, oh boy, I had no idea that we're spreading like some kind
like
of a venereal
wildfire.
disease.
Right,
We're spreading like syphilis did during the Second World War. My God, we're just amazing. Anyway, I hope you guys like everything we do, because we have no idea what we're going to do when we do it. We're live, we're unfiltered, we're unscripted, and we haven't a clue as to what we're going to say. So sometimes I don't remember words, can't find words, mispronounce words, or just lose my mind completely. Then you'll know, in fact, that we are a free show. Right, Jim?
Yep.
Now, what are we going to talk about? I don't feel good today, kids. I hope I'm not going to disappoint my people that come in to listen to my lunacy.
That's okay. You don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah.
So
I might just fall asleep and start snoring.
We watched a really cool Christmas movie, and I don't think it's from this year. I think it's from like last year or the year before. But we actually watched it twice, once with the girls and once with just Ron and I. And it's Tyler Perry's A Medea Christmas, and it is awesome. It's got Larry the Cable Guy in it, and it's got Medea and a whole bunch of people from the movies that she's always in, and it is awesome. So if you guys have Netflix, no, it was on Hulu. It was on Hulu.
I think it's on Netflix too.
No, it's not. We looked for Netflix the other night. It's on Hulu, you guys. So if you're interested in watching a really fun family movie with like funny stuff in it, but ends all nice and happy, like a nice Christmas movie that's not like a super dumb Christmas movie, check it all out. It's a Medea's Christmas. Ron liked it too.
Well, because he's a drag.
Tyler Perry's awesome.
He's in drag, Tyler Perry, as an old black woman. And he's hilarious because he's like the old black women that like to run the whole family. And they talk rapidly and they have sort of a southern, Alabama drawl. And she'll say crazy things like, "What do you mean I'm going over there?" No. So it's a little hard to understand her sometimes. But the best part of the movie was in the beginning, she's dressed as a Santa Claus woman and she's in a department store selling product. I forgot what the products were. And the lady annoyed her. You had to hear what she said to that lady. I think every salesperson in the world got up in the theater and applauded when they saw that.
Absolutely.
She
it was
put
hilarious.
that woman in her place real quick.
It was hilarious. There we go. ITV is back, everybody. Good job, Chad.
There we are.
Chad's a superstar. What are you going to do?
Chad's the bestest.
Chad, I love it. Okay. Chad, how was your weekend?
Can't complain. Staying busy and got another busy weekend ahead of us. We got 4 gigs this weekend. So, yeah, staying busy, staying happy.
Did you guys sing Christmas songs?
We do not.
Okay.
I wish I could, but I don't really know any by heart or professionally all the way through.
Okay. What's the most do you guys take requests, or you just like go up and play, like you have a bunch of songs and you guys play from that list?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. We do take requests, and you get a lot of the free birds, and I'll flip them a finger and there's a free bird for you. And you get a lot of Sweet Home Alabamas, and I actually retired Sweet Home Alabama for a year, so I'm not going to be playing that song till September 2016. So, yeah, we take requests. We don't know them. We just tell them piss off.
I'm from Jacksonville. I went to high school in Jacksonville. So, like, all that, like, Molly Hatchet, Leonard Skinner, all that stuff, that was, like, what we listened to in high school.
Good stuff. That music's
Yeah,
still alive.
I could give you the lyrics to Santa Baby that I used to do in my show.
Right?
At Santa Baby, send me a guy 6'2",
Are you serious?
eyes of blue. Santa Baby,
Just like that?
look down my chimney tonight.
I'm going to do it
There's
just
one
like
lyric
that.
is, I know that he'll be perfection when he heads towards me with that huge erection.
Whoa.
It was wonderful. Everybody loved it. The lyric is really good, wild. But at the end of the lyric, there's a moral. It's just not dirty stuff.
Right.
It's Santa Baby. Just one more thing. I'd like a wedding ring. So this broad that wants this guy with the huge erection also wants to get married.
Okay.
She's just not a tramp.
All right.
So
Good
we had
deal.
to clean it up that way. But it was a great song. People loved it. Standing ovations.
Nice.
People love dirty songs.
They
I
do.
like dirty songs, too.
When you change a classic Christmas song around, like breast nuts roasting on an open
Breast nuts.
breast nuts, yeah.
All right.
I mean, there's a load of them. When you go to see a gay show and drag queens, they really do a number with comedy. I mean, they make fun of themselves, the world, everything is just made fun of, and it's fun. And you walk out of there smiling away.
And that's the cool thing about comedians. They can get away with saying crap like that.
Because it's not meant intentionally or to be upsetting anyone or to be angry.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's making fun. Well, look, when you're a drag queen, you're making fun of yourself. I mean, you're standing there, a man dressed as a woman right there. That's a comedy.
Yeah.
And everything you do is funny. I mean, we do these things where we lift up our boobs. Women don't do that. What we do. And the audiences love it. They laugh at it.
Women don't lift up their boobs at all?
Well, you never saw a performer go out and lift up both of her boobs and adjust them while she's singing on the mic.
They do it behind stage. Yeah, they do that backstage right
Yes.
before they hit the runway.
Right, not in front of everybody.
They should, but
What you actually do is you lean forward and you pull your pecs up over your bags so your boobs are big.
okay.
Those are the tricks, my dear. We're going to learn a lot of tricks from the Depp lady, Johnny Depp's ex.
Yes.
She's going to
Her
tell
name's
us all how to
Lori.
look. Lori Depp, how to look magnificent, how to paint that.
But you already look magnificent.
Yeah, for a corpse.
No, not for a corpse.
I feel
Listen
like
to him, Chad. Isn't that terrible? Call himself a corpse.
That's
feel
just
like-
how it works.
I have gone through a week of craziness, please.
Plus, it's freezing here. It's like 40 degrees, 35. It was 34 when we woke up today.
Why do you
so it's
drop the
starting to get
thermostat
wintry.
so low?
Yeah, like how cold is it in Florida right now?
If you walked outside, it'd be probably around, 78 and partly cloudy.
The same old, same old.
Yeah.
Florida,
Pretty
what's
much.
tomorrow's weather going to be like?
Same.
as yesterday.
A little more humid, a little less humid. Same.
Well, we might get snow if it rains now and it stays in the 30s, 31, 32. Then we could get snow in the coming weeks,
Well, that'd
which
be
would
cool.
be wonderful for Christmas.
Right.
I would love.
I want it to snow on Christmas Day, but that's like it.
And then go away the next. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just fun for like a day, but otherwise it's like I actually like yesterday and the day before, even though it was 35, the sun was out, so it was absolutely beautiful. But when it's all cloudy out and it's drizzling rain and stuff, and then it's like 30 degrees or 35 degrees, then it's like miserable out.
That's a different story.
I hate that part. Yeah, so I don't
Well,
like that part.
Put it back in your pants. Don't leave it out. And you won't
Oh,
be so
ha ha
upset.
ha ha ha.
Hey now.
You ever hear that when somebody said, "What's it like out?"
cold
And I say,
out?
Well, I'm going to leave it out all day. I got a million of them. Let's talk to our goddess. What's new with her? How are you feeling, honey?
You want to know if you're sleeping better now that you got the button. I
I'm
said
sleeping
yes.
like a corpse. That's why I told you I was a corpse. Because now I'm not bound by all sorts of instruments and weird stuff, and it was uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm back to old me. Everything is
Except
just,
for that, he has a cold now, unfortunately.
But after the cold is over, I'll be perfect.
That's right.
Nothing
Which
more.
that's happening soon. That'll be getting over
I've had
soon.
enough this year with bullshit, with doctors and stuff. No more. Over.
Actually, now I'm going. I have to go to physical therapy for my shoulder.
I told him, loosen your bra straps and you won't have such pain.
Isn't that funny? Chad, have you ever heard of a frozen shoulder?
Does that have to do with your rotator cuff or something?
Yeah, I have two frozen shoulders. It means that the skin tissue and the scar tissue in your arms, whatever, shrinks. So it shrinks everything else in your arms too, and it feels like it's torn. But actually, you have to stretch it out. So I have to start going to physical therapy three times a week so I
it's-
can stretch it all out.
So it's probably
All
just
that
real
shrinking-
tight is what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's causing
All
that pain.
shrinking went south. So now he's going to have to stretch
Oh,
it
that's
out.
not true. Don't listen to him. Yeah, so I have to go 3 times a week to stretch my arms, and then if that doesn't work, they'll do an operation. But the guy was like, "Yeah, if you can get it done with physical therapy, you really want to do that," because he said it's like incredibly painful surgery.
Yeah, I wouldn't get into surgery. You start getting the man digging in there with knives and stuff, they'll screw something else more down the road. So, yes, I would go with some serious stretching every morning before you do your thing.
And I'm starting tomorrow. No, Friday. Friday morning at 8:00, I do my first physical therapy. So I'm happy that we don't have to cut me open, and already like it's a little bit better, than it was yesterday. So
There you
that's
go.
good.
Imagine
got
if you
to
did
dig
it
that.
daily.
Yep. And I think did somebody try to call in a second ago or no?
No calls.
Okay, we'll wait a couple minutes, and if it doesn't work out, then we will call her. But let's
Roger
see if
that.
she calls us, because she's supposed to call us. But I didn't work that whole thing out real well. As well as I normally do. Which, by the way, if you guys are like soap opera fans, next week is going to be so much fun because we have Ian Buchanan coming on, who was on General Hospital, Port Charles. I don't know. He's been on a million soap operas, and he was in that movie Panic Room with Jodie Foster, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And then we have Sean Kanan coming on, who was also on General Hospital, and you guys will remember him as the bad guy in Karate Kid 3, like the bad Karate Kid or whatever. It's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be our first time we've had two major soap stars on in the same week, and we haven't even had, besides Michael Damian, I don't even think we've had hardly any soap stars. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. They're all real recognizable. They've been on television every day for 30 years, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I think it's going to be fun, and I'm looking very much forward to it. And then the next week after that's our Christmas show, which I don't know what we're going to be doing yet. But our December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas, we're going to have a show, and it'll probably be music and fun, and maybe we'll just get some chat room people to call in, and we'll just shoot the shit and have some fun with Chad and everybody. How's that sound? Is it okay? Why are you not saying anything? You're just sitting there.
Because I'm letting you do the show. This way you'll see if I'm not here how boring the show is.
I don't have any problems getting the show going.
No, but if I ever should pass away, then the show is over. I mean, they're going to have to listen to
I'll just get somebody in the chat room. I'll get Goddess to be my co-host.
See that, Goddess? You're going to replace me when I kick the bucket.
We won't have any
He's
problem.
got a heart of gold. He's just got some... You got to have heart.
You got
miles and miles.
Is that a real
heart.
song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Baby.
Sometimes he knows songs I don't know, but he's been singing Johnny Mathis all week since we found out Johnny Mathis is going to be coming on. He's been singing Johnny Mathis all week.
When my voice was my own, but I could still do it now. I think of you and I say to myself, I forgot the lyric.
Goddess says no one else can replace you. Goddess says no one can ever replace you. So
thank you, sweetheart. You know what? It's kind of right. Because nobody can replace anybody.
You're right.
Everybody in this world has an importance and has presence to someone. And everyone in this world is loved by someone and will be missed. So, yes, absolutely. No one can ever be replaced.
There you go. I like that. That makes it all fun. Mm-hmm. And we got a bunch of new people in the chat room, and I don't know who you guys are, but thanks so much for tuning in. Lakeisha and Chase, and I don't know, I said hello to a bunch of other people in there, so hello, everybody that's coming into the chat room. Hey, Chad.
Hi, Captain.
Let's see if we can get... Oh, Chad, you're in the chat room, too.
I am? Oh, yeah,
no,
I got
somebody
a page
comes
open.
in all the time. Is Chinzia in? I guess she couldn't make it this
No.
week. They might have blown her up on the way.
No.
From Illinois.
Oh, well, there's somebody in the chat room called Guess the Chad. I guess maybe that's not you. Maybe that's like a Chad, like a...
No, that's me.
In a voting thing. That's you? Okay. So why don't we see if we can call Juliana and see if she answers the phone.
Let's do it this way.
Who we calling? I'm sorry.
Juliana something.
Stand by.
She breathes a sigh of sadness. Then the wind begins to blow. Wind that sets the trees a swaying like some violins are playing weird and haunting melodies. People used to love to hear her laugh. See, that's Johnny Mathis sings that song.
Okay, I don't know that,
it's
but okay.
Fabulous. When he sings that song, you know what album I loved most of his?
What?
Open Fire with Two Guitars. A song that he sings was written by a very famous rock and roll group in the 60s, and I forgot their name. And the lyric is, sitting by an open fire, watching flames as they grow higher, dee-da-da brings to mind, dee-da-da-da.
And now I'm going to interrupt your song.
But that's a fabulous song, and I'm going to talk about it with Johnny when he comes on, so there.
All right, everybody, so now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show, singer, songwriter, fabuloso, beautiful female, Juliana. Hello, and welcome to the Jimmy Star Show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You need more light, darling.
More light? Oh, thanks.
Light. We don't see you. We see shadows.
That might be the way our screen is sitting. Okay. Hello. Before we get started, let me introduce you to everybody. Starting off with our king, our cool, outrageous man about town, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hi, darling. I'm sick as a dog. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, singing with a voice like a frog. Did you know that song, Sunny Gets Blue?
I didn't.
It's a great song.
It sounded lovely.
Do you sing pop?
I do.
Oh, then you should know. Sunny Gets Blue. It's a great song. Johnny did it on his album. We're talking about Johnny Mathis because he's coming on the show soon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's like a big deal for me.
So we have the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Hey, Juliana, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
I'm Jimmy Star, and we want to welcome you to the show. We have a chat room full of people, so say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, guys.
There you go. So tell us, where are you actually calling from? What country are you in?
I'm in Australia at the moment because that's my
Okay,
hometown.
and you're from Australia.
Yes, I am. I'm from Melbourne. So I'm at home.
For the holiday.
Yes, I am.
So what time is it in Australia right now?
It's actually 7:30 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, so like we're the first thing you do after you brush your teeth in the morning.
Yeah, pretty much. You're the first part of my day. So
There
it's
you go.
exact-
That's awesome. I love it. So you don't live there all the time, though, right? Because I read that you're here. Or I actually thought it was Canada. I'm so stupid. I don't know where any of these places are in your bio. I didn't. It said there's some place, and I was like, I have no idea where that is.
Well, I do. I travel to LA a lot just for obviously music reasons and stuff, and just try and co-write and meet people over there. But I'm mainly based here.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that. Which we should say, give everybody a shout out too, because Juliana was introduced to me through Cyber PR. They're awesome, Ariel Hyatt and Cyber PR, and you have a beautiful little like EPK that they send out for everybody promoting you. And your music is awesome. Let's talk about it a little bit. So you do singer-songwriter, electro pop, adult contemporary soul, bittersweet pop. This is the part I like the best, like because they, you know how like whenever you're a singer, they always have to compare you to somebody to get an idea of what you sound like. So I love the comparisons of Christina Aguilera, Sarah Bareilles. She's like my favorite. And Katy Perry. So like I was all excited when I first saw that because I thought, oh, she's so awesome. So tell us a little bit about the musical styles because you play the piano too, right? In the
I
video.
do. Very limited. I'm not like classically trained or anything, but I'm self-taught, so I just try and play around with a few chords in there because it makes writing a lot easier. But yeah, I guess I've grown up with a lot of music. I always say that I don't have my taste in music isn't eclectic. It's just music. So I mean, I grew up with a lot of like old school rock, like Led Zeppelin, and my dad is a huge Kiss fan, major Kiss fan.
Me too. I even have like the 2 Feet Kiss dolls that are of each member of the Kiss doll.
Really?
I loved Kiss as a kid growing up. I thought they were like so awesome.
They are. I mean, they just came out here not long ago, so we went to see them, and as a family, and it's kind of a thing we do.
My gosh, how cool is that for your family to take you to Kiss? When I was little, I wanted my family to take me to Kiss, and like. My sister said, they're devil worshippers. You can't go. And my mom and dad were like, we're not going to that. So like, I went anyway. I got some other parents to take me when I was like 12, but they were awesome. They put on
They're
such
so
a show.
cool. Yeah, just everything is just bigger than big. Like it's just a huge show, and it just it's really inspirational when you see that kind of stuff, especially being a musician, because it just it's just really cool. And talking about it as a kid and then finally being able to see them, it's awesome. So, but yeah, I've grown up with a lot of music, so I listen to everything. And my cousins were huge Christina Aguilera fans.
I am
So
too. Do you like that song "Hurt"? I like ballads. Okay, so I have to like admit to everybody, like I like ballads. So like to me, I think "Hurt" is one of the best ballads of like the last 10 years. I think it's so awesome.
I think so too. I think she's just got a really beautiful thing about it. Like, and everybody loves a ballad every once in a while. So I'm huge on Sam Smith at the moment. Love Sam Smith. I saw him a couple of nights ago. He was here.
I don't like Sam Smith, but I have to say, like, I think Ron doesn't like Sam Smith either. That's the guy who sings like the girl.
No, I think he has a wonderful voice, but I'd rather see him in a dress singing than a man. Because as a man, he just doesn't look right. But if he were in drag, which he should be, he's gay. We're gay. I do drag. Everybody does drag. No, wait a minute. If what's her name? Bruce Jenner. What's her name?
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn, whatever the hell her name is. If she is in drag and could sing like this guy, she'd be a superstar.
Yeah.
I think he's got a great voice.
But he's foolish to be dressed as a man.
I'm not a huge fan.
He just looks like a sissy girl.
I'm not a huge fan of Sam Smith. I do recognize everything he's done. I will have to say though that song that he did for the James Bond movie, now that is awesome.
Yeah, but I saw.
Yeah, he's just got something very classical about him.
Yes,
that's what I love.
I swear to God, this is a true story. I'm not lying. We watched the film, and I said to Jimmy, "Who is she? She has a beautiful voice." I swear, wasn't playing or making fun.
He didn't know who it was. I knew who it was.
I thought it was a beautiful.
Because I was like, I love this
like
song.
Like a girl like you. He sounds like a girl like you, a young, pretty girl. And I said, "Who is she? She has a beautiful voice." And he started to laugh. He told me who it was. I said, "Oh, get that bitch a dress. Come on, it's time, honey. Come out."
I think so. You saw him in concert?
I did. It would have. Not last night, the night before. He played 2 shows, so he was playing last night too.
I think that he would probably be great in concert, and I like him. So like, do you listen to a lot more European artists than you listen to American artists, or since you're here, you like them both, or because you said I like what you said about you like music, because I always when people ask me, I always say eclectic, and you said I don't say eclectic, I say music, which I should say that too, because I listen to everybody from Barry Manilow to Christina Aguilera to Rat. I like listen to it all, and my iPod has like 10,000 songs, and like people can't believe like when it goes from one song. I might have a hardcore hip hop song, playing right next to like Barbara Streisand, and that's just what I like. I like it to be a mixture.
Well,
It's so funny because I'll tell people, like, they ask me, who's your favorite, artist or whatever, and I'm a huge Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. And they just look at me like, what? And they try and test me. They'll be like, oh, okay, who's the bass player? Like, which album do you like? And I can answer every question because they just find it really odd pairing me against.
I grew up in South Florida, and Flea's dad is a judge. Is
Really?
like a circuit court judge or whatever, like there, and so they used to be down there all the time. And when I was younger, we would see them at the clubs and stuff like all the time, right before they got really, really famous.
Oh my God!
And it was like really cool. And I've met all of them. They're really cool guys too. They're not like all weird and stuck up.
Yeah, they would be. They just seem very human.
You have famous cousins.
Have you ever heard of Cage the Elephant?
Yes.
Cage the Elephant. That's those are my cousins.
Really?
Yeah, which I should get them on the
so
show, being that they're my cousins. But they're pretty big. I mean, they've played on all the major, like Jay Leno and all the major TV shows, and they got nominated for a Grammy this past year at the Grammys. They got nominated, but they didn't win.
That's so awesome. That's really cool.
Quote you said that you just love music, and then he mentioned Barbara. I saw an interview of Barbara Streisand's, and the interviewer said to her, Miss Streisand, what is your favorite music? And she looked at him and she said, music.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, she said it just like that. She said, music. I mean, she's music, as you are. I mean, when you're a music person, it's music. That's what you're all about. So to say, what do you like best about it, that's like stupid. But I did make a mistake. I said, do you do pop? In my day, pop meant popular music of the day. Today, of course, pop means something else, and I realized that after I said it to you. What I wanted to ask you is, do you do the standards, the old 50s and 60s standards?
No, she doesn't.
I don't.
You don't? Okay, so now I understand.
Pop, I guess.
Yeah. So you wouldn't know when Sunny gets blue.
That's okay. So you have a debut single. I don't know now. Is there only a single out and not an album, or is there an album out also?
Yeah, as well. But the single has the music video and all of that.
So first of all, what is the name of your new debut EP?
It's called Mere Mortal.
Mere Mortal. I like that. That's a good.
Yeah, I thought because the title track on there is called Mere Mortal. I have a track on there called Mere Mortal. But I didn't want to I don't know. I just kind of let the song take. It's actually really funny how I wrote that song. I was at the dinner table and it was just a news reporter just talking about bad things that happen in the world. And she said the phrase mere mortals, and my dad looked at me and he was like, that'd be a good song title. And I was like, you're weird, whatever. And then I started playing, and then the melody just came to my head and it just fit really perfectly, and the song just kind of wrote itself. So then I just started, writing around that concept and piecing things together that collectively sounded really nice. So
I have to say something about that because Ron and I are married. We're legally married and we're a couple, and and sometimes he says things like that too, and I look at him like you're crazy, and then 2 days later I'm doing exactly what he said, just like you did.
I know. Well,
he comments about it too. He's like, you won't do it now, but in 2 days you're going to be doing it, and say it's your idea.
I'm in the business double the years that he is, and I've seen it all. Now I want to ask you a crazy question that I ask many people. In fact, at dinner last night, I asked our waiter if he knew who Barbara Streisand was, and he said no, but I know she has something to do with music, right? Yes. Do you know who Johnny Mathis is?
I don't.
Oh, my God.
You got to remember she's from Australia.
I don't care where she's from. I can't believe. Johnny Mathis is the greatest voice ever to have come into the country of America. Better than Frank Sinatra, better than anyone. His voice is still going. He has sold more records than any other performer. Jimmy, how many?
No, he's third. He's the third most records in the history of music with over 350 million albums sold. The only person that's ahead of him is Frank Sinatra. And Frank Sinatra and Elvis are the only two people who've sold more records than Johnny Mathis. I looked all this stuff up because I was all excited. And to give you perspective, Michael Jackson sold 250 million. So he sold 100 million records more than Michael Jackson.
And he's got a phenomenal voice. He's 80 years old. He's still going on concert. He's still performing. So the reason or the meaning, the moral to the meaning of why I asked you this is to tell our listeners, if you are good, you will be around forever. So some of these performers that say, oh, well, the music changed, the time changed, baloney. Baloney. If you are like Gaga, I think is going to be, and I'm not nuts about Gaga, I only sort of like her now, but I think Gaga is going to be around a long time, a lot longer than Madonna did. So I think music today is going someplace. It's starting to come back to what it used to be.
Actually, though, Madonna's been around like 40 years or something.
Yeah, but Madonna never. She was big in my day. I mean, I know Madonna was from my time, but she was never really. She was a flash in the pan. Every time she came out, reinvented herself, it was over in a minute. Johnny Mathis has stayed the same for the last 70 or 60 years.
I think Madonna's one of those people, though, who's sold like 150 million records or something.
But also, you have to remember, in Johnny's day, they didn't have buying an album like today.
Right.
Where you could go
You had to
on,
actually buy a actual record.
Yeah. I mean, if Johnny Mathis were around today, that number would be tripled or more. In my day, you had to go to the store, record store, and buy the album for $3.99, $3.99, and that's how you got it. And if it was sold out, you had to wait for the shipment to come again. So it was hard on those singers.
You should check out Don. Hey, first of all, he's extremely well known for Christmas songs too, and now it's Christmas, so everybody's like playing him all over. But let's take this whole thing back to you.
And he has played Australia so many times.
Well, when he comes out next, I'll have to go and see him, and I'll tell you all about it.
Yes, you'll love him. I think you'll love him. He's got a great voice.
And he's a wonderful man. I love him. I know him.
So let's talk about Waterfalls. Waterfalls is the new single, or the first single, I guess. And it's got a video.
Yes.
We're going to play the video that everybody can watch it. But before we do, tell us a little bit about the song, and then we're going to play the song for everybody to hear it so they get to hear how beautiful your voice is to go with the beautiful face.
Thank you. Well, I wrote it. I was about 14 when I wrote it.
What are you, 15?
I'm turning 19 in a few weeks.
Oh my God, you're a baby, a beautiful baby too.
Oh, thank you. But I guess at the time that I wrote it, I was 14, so I was kind of searching for my own waterfalls and rainbows, if you will. But the point of the song is just about finding something that's sort of out of your reach, like trying to, it's about a journey sort of thing, and it's mirroring what I'm going through now, like with music, just the whole journey to music, and
Just
obviously times have changed. And
just so the fact that you're so young and you're already like going back from continent to continent, like to do music and stuff is like amazing at your age. If you were 30, I'd say okay, that's cool, but at 19, or 18 or 19, leaving your family and going halfway across the world.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
do this.
Yeah. Well, I think if it's something that you really want, you'll work really hard for it, no matter what. Even if that does mean being away from your family for a while, you have to sacrifice some things. But they're super supportive about it too. I'm very, very lucky to have them. And I think the first time I came to LA, I was 15. I got accepted into a program called Hollywood Immersive, and I got to meet like huge hit songwriters. I got to meet Desmond Child.
I love Desmond Child. Did you know that he's a singer? Besides he writes everybody's hits, he has an album that he did, and in it has a song called The Story of My Life, and it's a ballad, and it is one of the best ballads I've ever heard in my life. I swear to God, and I don't know why he didn't pursue it as a singer, because like the cover of the album, he's got long blonde hair, and he's looking up in the sky, and have you heard the album? It's awesome. So
I've heard the song that I've heard on it, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's called Love on a Rooftop or something like that.
Yeah, Love on a Rooftop, yep.
Yeah. And my dad and I listened to it all the time. It was a very surreal feeling meeting him. Like I was just kind of looking, and
he's written like 100 number one hits. I mean, like he is so huge, it's not even funny. Actually, we should write him down and try and get him on the show.
And stuff, and being that my dad is a huge Kiss fan and growing up with all these Kiss songs and blah blah blah, meeting him, I was like, you wrote that song that I was singing in the car at like 8 years old. And it was just very surreal. It was so weird, but it was awesome meeting him. It was a little bit like, it didn't feel real the whole time. He was just talking about, he's like, oh, I actually had lunch with Paul last week and we were just talking about it, blah, blah, blah. And I think from that conversation with him, I remember he said to us, because he was talking to us as a group, and he said to us that dreams are the blueprint of your future. So no matter what, like that, if that's set in stone, if you have a clear vision of where you want to go, then it shouldn't mean that you can't do it, basically. And from that moment, it was like penny dropped. I was like, yeah.
You talk about your dad the way my daughters talk about me, and my daughter Deirdre Sorego, who sometimes co-hosts on this show, is an actress, and we quarrel a lot over performing, of the business. She has her ideas and I have mine, and we quarrel. And then she'll turn around and she'll say, just like you, well, my dad said, and my dad this, and my dad that. And I think that's so adorable. And I think your dad has got to be the super, super guy of the world because you love him so. Most children don't even talk to their parents. And if they do, they call them, hey, bitch, can you get me another cup of coffee?
Yeah. Oh, if I spoke to my parents like that, I really don't want to know what would happen. I come from an Italian background, so it wouldn't be, darling, don't say that. It would be a little bit more harsh than that. So,
right. Well, my children, if they ever said that to me, they would have a very sad man crying, hurt, wounded, and that would kill them. I
think it's cool, though, that you're doing it at a young age and you started doing what you wanted to do. I'm 51 and I didn't start doing what I wanted to do till I was about 45. And so like, I wish I would have started at your age because then I would be Ellen right now.
I started at 19. And I've had a full career of television and mostly stage. I worked the stage for 40 years and film. I'm still doing film. In fact, I have a movie coming up that I'm in a couple of weeks. So my saying to you is, you must become it in order to have it.
Yeah.
If you don't become what you see, you will never be what you see. You have to become it first. Just don't say, like some people, I want to be a movie star. I want to smack them. You just don't want to be a movie star. When you stand firm and say, I am an actor, and I will be a great actor forever.
Yeah, you have to own it.
That's the people
you have to own it. There you go.
Own it. That's it, baby. I think you're going to own what you've got, and you're going to go places.
So here's what I want to do, because I think it's great. I think people are going to love this song. Chad, do you have the video for Waterfalls?
Aye, Captain.
All right, so here's what we can do. You introduce who you are. You can say it however you can say, hi, this is Juliana on the Jimmy Star Show. Here's my, debut single or whatever, Waterfalls, whatever you want to do. And he's going to play it. You hang on, and when it's over, we're going to come back and talk some more.
Okay, cool.
All right, go for it.
Hi, guys. This is Juliana, and you are listening and watching my debut single, Waterfalls. Enjoy.
Say you love me, baby, always maybe. I want an answer, 'cause I could take you high above the skies, always together. One moment's all I need to show you how I love you, baby. I promise you, from me, hold on, believe. I'll lift you high. I'll show you around the world with your lips against mine. We can find the waterfalls and rainbows. Run
everybody, that was Waterfalls by Juliana. It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful video.
Thank you.
Love the video. You look beautiful, and the song is real. Everybody in the chat room thinks that you're a massive talent and that they loved it. What did you think, Ron?
It's a young girl and boy's music. It's called pop lollipop. They call it, right?
No, pop.
Is it called lollipop
No.
music? What's
Lollipop? What?
You're thinking of bubblegum, but
Bubblegum,
but
maybe.
it's not
I don't know.
bubblegum.
I think this is going to appeal tremendously to 16, 17, 18, 19-year-olds. I think you wrote and sang something that's exactly where you are. I loved it. I found it delightful, cheery, up, pretty. Lyrics were good. Video was beautiful. You're lovely. I have nothing bad to say about it. I think if you put it in the right hands and it goes to the right places, it may do something.
Thank you very much.
It's a very fun song. It's very sweet. And your voice is so girly and so happy and so, pardon the expression, gay, meaning in the proper term. It's a very gay-sounding song and very, very pretty. I liked it.
It's actually funny that you say that. I got there's a radio station down here called Joy FM, and they're so lovely down there. And two of my songs, or one of the songs on the EP, Speechless, got added to their daytime playlist, and they're actually a gay lesbian radio station.
There you go.
Yeah, and when I walked in, it was just the most, like, because I had an interview there as well, and it was just the most beautiful thing. Like, and everyone was really responsive to it, and I think it was the best place to have, like, you know.
Well, we fairies like fairy tale music, but no, seriously. Now, if my daughters were young, I would love for them to get this kind of music. Because it's young music and it's nice for, like, you know how with 14-year-old girls.
I know,
like.
but everybody in the chat room is about between 40 and 60, and they're all saying they would get it too. So,
well, it's appealing to young bags too. I don't know, but I'm thinking about it. I just got it as such a lovely. I could see my daughters when they were young, all jumping around the pool, the swimming pool, and the water words, and singing that. Like, to me, it was just very delightful.
Thank you.
I wouldn't want to be in a nightclub drinking and listening to it.
So. Well, do you is that really you riding the horse?
No, that's not.
Oh, okay.
I wish it was, but I'm not that good. Like,
okay.
we actually filmed it.
It looked like it could have been you, though.
Yeah, well, that was the idea.
That was the
But,
It worked.
That was the idea, James. Woo!
So funny.
It worked.
All of my friends and family, they were like, "Jules, is that you riding the horse?" And I'm like, "No, that's not me." And they're like, "Okay, we didn't think so."
I love how your accent keeps switching from American back to Australian. It's really cute. You say so many things as Americans do, and then, of course, you have the Aussie accent. You're very sweet. You're very pretty. I wish you all the luck in the world. You've got a wonderful sense of direction, and that's important.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, first of all, let's tell everybody. Okay, so where do people get this? Is it digitally available worldwide?
It is. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. If you go to julianaofficialmusic.com, you should be able to find it. Or my Facebook page, facebook.com/julianaofficialmusic. You'll find all the prompts there, and you'll be able to find it really easily.
And you guys can follow her on Twitter. She needs to build her Twitter following, so let's follow her on Twitter. And it's at Juliana's World, right?
Yeah, at Juliana's World with just at Juliana's World. My Instagram.
Juliana's World. So you guys need to follow her on that. And tell everybody, what's your website again?
JulianaOfficialMusic.com.
There you go. Also then, so like let's just talk, because I was wondering, do you know who Jess Glynn is? Have you ever heard of Jess Glynn?
I do. I love Jess Glynn. Her voice is so cool.
She's like, believe it or not, I'm so cheesy. I really am. We've had Guy Sebastian on our show before. And,
he's so lovely. I love Guy.
And he's really cool. He's a big Australian person. So I sit late at night and I watch X Factor and the voice auditions in the UK in Australia. Yeah. All the time, like to see who's playing. And that's how I actually found out about Jess Glynn, because I didn't know who she was. And some girl sang one of her songs, as a part of her audition. And I was like, oh my God, what a great song, And now I'm like a huge Jess Glynn, and also Emily Sandé. I love Emily Sandé.
I love Emily Sandé. She, what's the album? Our Version of Events came out a few years ago. And it was really funny because there was a lot of people that said to me, because sometimes when I sing, apparently I sound like her. I have no idea where people got that from. But my friends were like, Jules, you're playing on the radio. And I'm like, no, I'm not. What are you talking about? This was like a few years ago. And then they realized that it was actually Emily Sandé. And I was just kind of like, oh, it's a bit weird. But yeah, I love her voice. I just love her style of writing too.
That song Clown is like my favorite, like like one of my favorite like songs. I love it so much. And I found out about her. I found out about her through watching, X Factor, because she's not that big in America, really. I mean, I guess she's probably kind of big for people who know, but she's not like Katy Perry big,
Yeah, because of the collaborations that she's done with who was it? She did a collaboration with somebody, and that made it.
That made it
big.
big.
But she's more UK kind of thing.
I love UK music so much. Like, I don't know. I guess that's not a good thing to say, but more than I like American music, I like a lot of UK artists better.
Yeah, like Adele and
everything doesn't sound exactly the same, from those artists. I guess they kind of like all sound the same because they're from there, but compared to what we hear on the radio here, pounding into our heads every day, it's significantly better.
There's something very organic about it. Like, I mean, you've got the really, really pop music like your One Direction and all of that, but I think when you look at the crux of the music industry, like it's the pulse of the music industry. Everybody goes through there.
Right.
Adele obviously and Ed Sheeran, and they're just like, what I love about the music industry at the moment is it's becoming about the songwriters again.
Yes.
Because for a while it was kind of like just manufactured pop music. Everyone was like, yep, just throw that out. That'll be, on the top 40, blah, blah, blah. There wasn't as much depth to it, not as much substance.
Yeah,
but
I think
now,
you're releasing at
you're
releasing at the D time to do it. Yeah, I agree. I think that's terrific. So, all right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let you go, but I want to get some thank yous, and we want to thank Ariel Hyatt and all the people at Cyber PR for introducing us to Juliana, and we want you guys to follow her at Juliana's World on Twitter and buy her album, which is called, her debut EP was called, what is it?
Mere Mortal.
Mere Mortal. I couldn't remember that. I remembered the mortal part. I couldn't remember the first word. So get her debut EP, Mere Mortal. You can watch her video, Waterfalls. It's on YouTube. It's all over the place. Go to her website, which is
JulianaOfficialMusic.com.
There you go. We want to thank you for coming on the Jimmy Star Show. We wish you a Merry Christmas. They celebrate Christmas in Australia, right?
Of course they do.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's just summer here.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different. There's no snow, but
right. That's okay. That's 'cause you're halfway across the world. But we want to thank you so much for coming on the show. We wish you all the luck with everything. Thank you so much, and have a Merry Christmas, and say hi to Dad.
Merry Christmas to you
I will.
and your family.
Thanks.
Stay well,
Bye.
done.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Bye, honey. She is the sweetest
Isn't
girl.
she cute?
Very sweet. That's a child her father's proud of. I have two of her. Leslie and Deirdre. They're just as sweet. Now,
What'd you
they're
think, Chad?
Old women, but when they were young, they were sweet.
Very cool. I think she very
Oh,
photogenic too, so she might have a career in the movie business too.
And she has a nice voice. It's young. It's a very young sounding voice.
It was nice.
Very
I
nice.
liked it a lot. I like it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, you guys. We're going to do a real quick commercial, you guys. I didn't get my Airbiotics in the mail, so we haven't tried it yet, but
And could I use it now? I know,
now that you've got it, I got to follow up with it. I just forgot because we've got so much stuff going on. But you guys, instead of having to go to a link in my page and all these different things, all you got to do is go to www.airbioticsusa.com, AIRBIOTICSUSA.com. And then anything that you want to purchase, if you put PMG16 as your purchase code, PMG16, you get $10 off your order, which is really cool. And Airbiotics is the brand new thing to take care of all your, to help people with allergies and
colds, flus.
Get rid of pet odors. It does everything to get rid of all the dangerous allergens so you can live a clean, healthy life. So check it all out. And go to airbioticsusa.com. I don't know why I'm getting video messages
As
on Skype
I said
from people.
before, I wish it was here now. I certainly could use it in our bedroom. This way you won't get my flu or my cold or whatever the hell it is I have.
That's right.
They didn't know what it was at the hospital. They said, you have something. I said, what does that mean? They said, well, it could be a flu. It could be just a cold. It could just be a upper respiratory infection. I thought, gee, this is a great hospital. I love these doctors. Can I come here again and have brain surgery?
You know what? I'll bring that up afterwards. We're gonna do a Christmas break, you guys. Chad.
Hi, Captain.
You got grown-up Christmas list?
I do.
All right, everybody. So this is my favorite Christmas song. Almost everybody on the planet does it, but I picked out the Kelly Clarkson version. I like the Amy Grant version the best, but I couldn't find a video that would let us play it. So this is Kelly Clarkson, American Idol winner from season 1. The name of the song is Grown Up Christmas List. It's my absolute favorite Christmas song ever, and I hope you guys like it, and Merry Christmas.
somehow. I'm not a child, but my heart still can dream. So here's my lifelong wish, my grown-up Christmas list. Not for myself, but for a world in need. No more lives torn apart. That wars would never start, and time would heal all hearts, and everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. No, this is my grown-up Christmas list. As children we believe the grandest sight to see was something lovely wrapped beneath a tree. But heaven only knows that packages and bones can never heal a hurting human soul. No more lives torn apart. That wars would never start, and time would heal all hearts, and everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. No, this is my grown-up Christmas list. What is this illusion called? The innocence of you. Maybe only in our blind belief can we ever find the truth. No more torn apart. That wars would never start, and time would heal all hearts. Everyone would have a friend, and right would always win. Never end. This is my grown-up Christmas list. This is my only lifelong wish. This is my grown-up Christmas list.
Yay! That's Grown Up Christmas List, and everybody sings it, but the Amy Grant version and the Kelly Clarkson version are my two favorites. And I love it, and if you listen to the message in the song, it's beautiful. Chad, do you like that Christmas song or no?
I do. I like Kelly Clarkson, and I do like that song.
What's Ron's Grown Up Christmas List they want to know?
Don't
What did they
ask.
say?
What's Ron's Grown Up Christmas List? Ron's sitting here telling me I don't get how this is a Christmas song.
First of all, put me to sleep. I know what the hell she was talking about. And she's talking about negative crap, political shit. That's not Christmas. Christmas is Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you.
That's what you like.
Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go out in the snow. I mean, that's
that sounded
fun.
good though. You sound good there.
Yeah, because my voice is maybe
should cut an
every now
album.
and then coming in. But it's that was a joyful, again, forgive the expression, gay song. It's up. It's wonderful. It's a most.
By the way, too,
wonderful
Chinzia's in the chat
time
room now. Hi, Chinzia.
of
What's
the
up?
year.
Chinzia's in the chat room.
I know. Just give me a second. It's not like she's the Pope.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't jump for the Pope either. Hi, Chinzy. How are you, honey? Glad you could make it. I guess you had things to do. So the show.
They think you have a great voice.
Thank you. I'm very sick right now, Chinzy. I need some of Nornie's chicken soup. That used to make everybody in the family feel good. Nornie was my grandmother, who's Chinzi's aunt. And my grandmother was the best cook in the world, Italian cook. I mean, she can make a chicken soup you want to kill yourself over. With rice. She made it with rice. I love it with rice.
Well, here's what we're going to do real quick. Next. Okay, so here's what. So first of all, for all you people, you know how Chad, Chad, you know how like Ron's always complaining about Skype?
He complains about any modern day technology.
That's right. That's
Well,
true.
not all of it. No, I love
I'm
television.
sorry, most of it.
Okay, so listen to this though, because like I didn't even know, like, right? So like I've been watching these things where celebrities do surprises and meet their fans, and which always takes you to the Ellen Show, almost always.
Really?
And you know that the Ellen Show, they probably get paid by Skype, because the Ellen Show Skypes with someone every single week, every day on the Ellen Show, they Skype something with somebody.
It works.
And which I thought was really cool, because Ron's always saying like this crappy technology, yet the biggest show in the world
Yeah.
is using it.
Meanwhile, Ellen does not transmit from a what is this? I mean,
I'm sure she has fellas that goes out to the
she's
site.
got the most fabulous equipment. Her current is strong, so she gets a great signal. I mean, the studios have antennas on the roof.
I know,
look
but
like
we're
they
still
could-
doing it,
wait,
though,
they could
the same
contact
way.
Ours, the people don't talk, they don't see, the music doesn't come. We have so many shows that we can't put up on YouTube because we don't have the people. They're
What are you
not
talking
there.
about? They've been running smooth, what, the last month or so?
Yeah, we've been doing good the last month.
We got
You're
it
right,
going
Jack.
now, baby. Woo!
When the President Obama Skypes in the White House, he's got a 90,000-foot screen and he's got all kinds of good stuff.
Paid by you,
But, you know,
Yeah, paid for by you.
sucker.
That was funny.
Jimmy, my friggin' ears. I'll be at the ear doctor.
Easy, Jimmy, easy.
Oh, he's going to burst my ears.
That was funny,
that
Chad.
laugh. Oh, I can't anymore.
That was hilarious. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to play one more song before, because our next guest, I think, is going to call a few minutes early, and we want to be ready for it. So what we're going to do is
Play my music,
make a
please.
tribute to Ron.
Yeah.
And we're going to do Johnny Mathis for Ron. Chad,
Yes.
you got It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Johnny Mathis.
Of course.
Here it is, everybody.
Now,
Johnny
this is
Mathis.
music. This is music.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and our hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Marshmallows for toasting and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. Long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when her loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yay, everybody, that's Johnny Mathis. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
And that's not even his best Christmas song. His best Christmas song for me is, what is it? Open Sleigh, Riding in an Open Sleigh. That one's good. But you see how Christmas was years ago? Everybody was happy and everybody was so into it and so merry. Today, so regrettably, we have so much negative, black horror, darkness, grayness. Oh, please, God, if there is a God, help us out. Get rid of all these crap characters.
You always had that. Like back, I mean, there was wars. There's always like something going on.
During the Second World War, I don't remember much of it because I was a child. But I do remember that we went to house parties. Everybody had a Christmas tree and everybody ate. And cookies and all kinds of candies. And the kids would all play with the kids' house you were at, toys. And people were friendly. We knew the neighborhood. I mean, we'd walk outside and all the neighbors would be out. You didn't have to
lock the door.
No, the neighbors would be out with their Christmas trees and it was, hey, how are you? Merry Christmas. You're going to come over later. It was joyful. Nobody was alone. My grandmother, who I speak of often, was like 87, 88, 89 at the time, and she was never alone. Like some older people today that are shut up in their apartment with no one to see them. They don't have a Christmas tree. And they sit there and they cry because they remember when they were young and they were part of the world. And now the world has turned their back on that person because they've aged. In my day, grandmothers and grandfathers and family members they lived in your house. Or if they didn't live in your house, they lived down the road. So it was a much better time. Nobody was ever alone at Christmas. Just a few moments of my Christmas. But it was a wonderful time.
I think, it depends, because I think nowadays most people, don't. I think a lot of people don't do that. I think probably a lot of certain cultures like. We're not. The only parties that I've gotten invited to in my late years here were mostly parties that were gay guys' parties. They have beautiful homes. They serve fabulous stuff. Everybody sings at the piano, and it's very nice. But no families are invited. It's just a bunch of gay guys. Or I go to theatrical parties where, like, say, Carol Channing or somebody throws a party, and that's the same thing. Everybody's drinking and eating and chatting, but there's no families there. It's business. When you step out of my world and you enter the world of reality, which is the real world, who lives in California? Who lives in Chicago? Who lives in Florida? Gee, Mom, I can't make it this year. Honey, please try. Grandma, I can't come. You know what I mean? So the families are not together. They don't even depend on their friends because some friends go with their family. So it's really a difficult time to even throw a party if you're just a regular person living on, Jones Street, USA. Chad.
Hi, Captain.
Like when you do Christmas, because you have a family and Heather has a family, do you guys like try to go to both families, or does everybody get together, or you go to one day and one the other, or you blow one off, or how does it work?
No, we don't blow anybody off. We usually go to the one Heather's side because that side has some young children and we got bedtime and all that stuff. So we visit her side first, and then we go over to my side. I don't have my mom and dad anymore, but we have my sister here in town with her husband and children, so we go to them afterwards. And the next day, on Christmas Day, we usually bring everybody together at the farm or something like that.
That's awesome.
Well, that's what we did. Christmas Eve, everybody went their own way to their parties and stuff. But Christmas Day, it was my mother and father's house. And we were many, I'm telling you, friends and everybody packed in there. I mean, they were cooking in that kitchen. You'd think it was McDonald's. I mean, the smells, the fumes of lasagna and all the wonderful dishes that we make at Christmas time and the baking. And the men were drinking and playing cards at the table, and the women were in the kitchen.
That's
gossiping.
an Italian thing, by the way, Chad.
Well, it's Italian-American.
That's fun.
You. We're Italian-Americans.
That's good.
We're not Italian.
I know, but like,
okay,
Italian-Americans, but no, I meant with the lasagna, because he made a comment about, like, we don't, like, us wasps, we don't eat lasagna on
No, listen,
Christmas.
I eat got crappy turkey at Thanksgiving because I have to. I mean, to me, it's the most boring meal: turkey, sweet potatoes, and candied yams. Give me a break. Now, when you have Christmas and you have to see, Chinzia, help me. You have to see what we serve. My God,
They do lasagna and ham
what we do, and a roast, all Italian style, and not to mention the wonderful pastas and the rices and the desserts and the spinguli with the honey and the. Oh my God! Please.
Let's eat.
We eat like animals. It's wonderful. And then at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, who falls asleep? We let them fall asleep there, and the kids are still playing with the trains and the toys, and the women are still gossiping. And then all the women get off their lazy asses, not like today. They're not lazy asses, and they clean up. So my grandmother never had to really clean the whole house themselves. All of the guests came. The women got off. They cleared the table. They put everything in the dishwasher. Oh, wait, we didn't have a dishwasher before dishwashers. They would wash the dishes so that my mother didn't have the burden. Today, I go to many dinner parties, and I see the hostess gets up, and she's in the kitchen while everybody's having fun. And I think to myself, why aren't these younger women getting off their lazy asses and helping the hostess?
All right, so hang on a second. So, Lori.
Hi.
Hi, can you hit the video button?
Did I not hit it?
No, I don't think you did, because I didn't get a little request to do it. There we go.
Okay.
Now we're gonna pretend like you haven't come on yet, and we're gonna do an introduction.
So when we edit it, it looks like we didn't.
So it looks good. So what's up, everybody? Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show makeup extraordinaire Lori Depp. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hi. Thanks.
Before we get started, let me introduce you to everybody. We've got our cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hey, excited to talk to you.
I'm excited.
I got a lot. I did makeup at Universal under Nick Marcialano in the 70s.
Wow, that must have been something else.
Well, I was on the picture. It was called Sarah with Brenda Vaccaro.
Oh, okay.
And she was a riot. We'll get into that later. Brenda was wild.
We've also got the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Hey, Lori, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good to
How
have
are you?
I'm good, thanks.
And we have a chat room full of people, so say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, everybody in the chat room.
There you go. That works perfect. So where are you calling us from?
My bedroom.
Perfect.
Are you in California?
Yeah, I'm in Studio City.
There you go. Because Ron used to live in California, and we're hopefully planning on moving back soon.
We are moving back soon. This weather is not for me.
We're in Pennsylvania. We're in Pennsylvania, and it's like 30 degrees.
Yeah, it's like 80 here.
Right. That's what I remember. But I want to go to Palm Springs, where I was for years. Palm Springs, it's hotter than that. It's wonderful.
Even hotter, yeah.
Love
but
it.
Nice.
What?
Say it one more time.
Nice. Palm Springs.
There you go.
Right.
It's beautiful.
So before we get started, I want to get all the regular stuff, since your last name is Depp, out of the way, so we can talk about all your makeup lines and all that other stuff. But you are somehow related to I'm assuming you were an ex-wife of Johnny Depp. Is that correct?
I was an ex-wife of Johnny Depp. Correct.
Okay. And so you're from South Florida from back that time, because I'm originally from Florida. I've lived in Pennsylvania for 3 years, but I lived in Florida for 48 years.
Wow. I don't know how you could stand it there that long.
Thank you, my dear.
I
was born in Miami. I grew up in West Palm Beach. I went to high school in Jacksonville, college in Gainesville, and then when I graduated, I lived in Hollywood, and then I lived in Fort Lauderdale, then I lived in Pompano, then I lived in Boca.
Wow.
I wouldn't be so proud.
It's not that bad, no. No, because we have a 6 degree of separation, because I was a clothing designer. I had a really cool store, and I don't know if you know this person, but do you know who Joey Malone is?
Of course. He's practically next door to me, and his sister is one of my best friends.
Okay, well, that's how I got introduced into the whole thing, because he used to come shopping every week at my clothing store and buy stuff all the time.
What store was it?
It was called Jimmy Star, and
okay.
It would have been in the it would have been more like when Johnny was already a superstar, because Joey shopped with me for many years, and then about 8 years ago or 9 years ago, they did a tribute concert.
Right.
In Pompano, and that's when I got to meet everybody, and so it was really fun, and South Florida was great. And I read in your bio, that you did all kinds of stuff. You started out, you were big in the music business, and you wanted to be a music producer, and then maybe something happened where you were shooting a clay pigeon or something, and you wrecked your hearing. I don't know if I got the whole story right, and so that got you into makeup.
I was my greatest aspiration was to become a record producer. And that didn't happen, although I did have a lot of chances to meet people and learn about recording. But there was a day that I went target shooting and I wasn't wearing the proper ear protection. I was wearing just the plugs, and I should have been wearing headphones like you're wearing. And I wasn't, and it blew out like 80% of the hearing in my left ear. So that kind of was a farewell to the music business. And then I started doing makeup because I didn't know how to do anything else.
I think it's cool because your bio has such a cute story, which I'll go into a second. But I want to because you have a lot of really cool, notable things that you've been experienced in your life. It said that you lived at the Chelsea Hotel in New York during the Sid and Nancy days.
Oh, the Chelsea Hotel! My God, that's where what's his name lived. My God, the English guy, Quentin Crisp, wasn't it?
Yes, he did. He did.
Yes,
I don't recall ever seeing him there, but
I loved him. I loved Quentin. He was quite a character.
When you were very young, you had dolls. You weren't real wealthy, but you would cut their hair off and do makeup with magic markers and stuff on them.
Yeah, my mom
kind of get going. And then you were 14 or something in South Beach or in Miami, someplace, and you had your first makeup thing done, and then you were kind of hooked on you really enjoyed the whole makeup thing. And can you tell us a little bit how did you meet Johnny Depp then? Were you because he was in a band? A lot of people don't know he was in a band. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't really. We met at a club called the Treehouse.
Yeah,
it was a favorite of the people in the area, and he was actually in a band called the Bad Boys at the time. And then later on, we got him into the Kids, and he started playing with the Kids, and then it's history. I mean, everything else is right in front of everyone. Right. There's his career.
Which is just fun. No, I think it's fun because it says in your bio your three favorite things are music, movies, and makeup. And so you did the music thing, and you're doing the movies things now with the makeup, and you love movies. So I think it's really cool that you've tied it all together, and you can still be happy and successful at what you want to do, and the people that you get to work with. I went through your makeup list of some of the people that you've worked with.
Yeah.
And we're gonna I'm gonna brag a little bit, but also several of the people are either friends of mine or been on the show. Billy Worth, he's from the Lost Boys, and
yes.
I was really good friends with the whole cast of the Lost Boys, and I've dressed him a whole bunch of times because I used to have the clothing store, and I used to travel around. So Billy Worth, Dave Navarro, I've dressed a couple of times. The Pussycat Dolls have been on the show. William Forsythe has been on the show.
Yeah, I didn't work with those Pussycat Dolls. I worked with the original burlesque troupe.
Oh, that's even better because they had real talent before everything got bubblegummed and popped out.
They did.
Lynn Shay has been on the show.
She was fun.
And who else? And I'm really impressed that you got to do something with Donal Logg. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but he's part of Gotham, and that's the coolest show ever.
I don't keep up with a lot of these people's careers, so I know that so many of them are still working like crazy. But I have my little batch of TV shows that I watch, and I'm kind of like a creature of habit. I watch the same things over and over, like Speed. And Jaws. Watch over and over.
What about series TV shows? Do you watch any series TV shows? Gotham and Arrow are my two favorites, and so
I have not seen either one of those shows. But the story I got to tell you, the funny story about Donal is that we worked on a play together, and it was called Bebop-A-Lula, and he was one of the stars of the it wasn't not Broadway, but a play, and I co-produced that with Adam Ant, and Donal's hair was down to here. And we had to cut it all off for the show because it had to look like a pompadour, And so I felt really bad. I had to cut it all off.
I think that's awesome. So I also wrote down you have Sir Ian McKellen, Tommy Lee, Jessica Alba. Jason Robards is a big one for me because when I was a kid, Something Wicked This Way Comes was my favorite movie growing up. And he was such awesome with that. Mariel Hemingway. Ron used to have a TV show in L.A. and it was called Set the Record Straight, where he interviewed all the legends of Hollywood. And so kind of like on the Jimmy Star Show, he's kind of like classic Hollywood, and I'm kind of like 30 to 50-year-old Hollywood, and then he's 50-year-old to
I'm the old bag Hollywood. Old bag Hollywood.
I'm with you.
I'm with Hollywood was Hollywood.
I'm with New York was New York. So,
Exactly.
And so's he. Yeah, he had like Jane Russell was one of his best
Well, I
friends.
was going to get to that
Okay.
because when everybody says to her, Mrs. Depp, were you Johnny Depp's wife? Jane and I were best friends, and Jane and I went all over together, and people knew who she was, and then they'd say to me, are you her husband?
Because his last name is Russell.
Russell. I said, well, if it were, I would be using my name, wouldn't I? Not her name. Then they'd say, well, somebody else, are you her son? I'd say, don't let Jane hear that.
oh my
And
God.
people just couldn't understand that two people loved each other as friends that had the same last name, which actually I stole her name, and Jane knew that. When I was a little kid starting off in the business, I needed a stage name. My name at that time was too ethnic. It was Serego, and that was very ethnic for the time. And I thought, I love Jane Russell. She's my favorite star in the world. And I thought Ron Russell sounded good. Little did I know that 30 years later, for years and years, would Jane and I be the best of friends. So that's Hollywood.
That's Hollywood.
And she was a wonderful person. Did you ever know Jane?
No.
You would have loved her. She was great.
So who's like do you have like a favorite? First of all, I know that it said in your bio that you were good friends, and Christina Applegate kind of like helped you get going. We had one of her husbands, Jonathan Sheck, is a pretty good friend of mine, and he's been on the show.
Jonathan.
He's a great guy. He is such a great guy. It's not even like funny. I've never met her, but everything I've ever read is that she's just fabulous.
She is.
And she's a trooper because of her breast cancer and how she did that. And she was wonderful about it. I mean, she's a brilliant gal. I love her.
And Adam Ant, like, so you, which I guess you're like, and it also said you're like godmother to Adam Ant's
His
children
daughter.
or something.
Yeah.
And
his
like,
daughter.
what a great makeup person to put makeup on, Adam Ant. I mean, because he's so awesome. Did you ever like actually put makeup on him? Get to do any of his wild stuff?
No, I didn't do any wild stuff. We did films together and, some photo shoots. But I always just made him, camera ready. It was nothing wild ever. It was none of his great makeup, which he was great at doing, so he didn't need me. But we became such good friends. We've been friends since 1981. And Lily is my goddaughter, and she's awesome.
I love
Smart, gorgeous. Yeah. And you couldn't ask for a better face to do makeup on than his, even if it's just, grooming.
Because I just think all the cool people that you've had. It even said in your bio that you got to take a guitar lesson from Eric Clapton. Maybe did it say Eric Clapton? I mean, like these are like, I mean, we're like name dropping names, but like these are like people that are like so incredibly huge. Like Eric Clapton in the music industry got to be like one of the like top most famous musicians in the history of music.
But the reason our show is such a hit is because we do name drop, and everybody. And listen, all of the people that write me on my email and stuff say to me, "You're so interesting. You know this one and you know that one. Well, tell me a little bit about that one that you know." And they all want that little bit of gossip. And my show was called Set the Record Straight because I said to to Jane, of course, and Tony Curtis, and to Lauren Bacall, if there's anything that's ever been said about you that's not correct, straighten it out now. Set the record straight. So we'd get good dirt out of them.
Yeah.
And audiences loved it. People are tired of the interview where it's like, where were you born? Where'd you go? But it's bullshit. Who cares? We know your movies. We see it. Do we care who produced it? No. We want to know the day that you were working in the hot sun with your panties soaking wet.
And you know what?
Those are
I'm
the
writing a
questions
book.
that people
writing
want
a
to
book.
know.
Well,
Oh, you're writing a book.
yeah. I'm actually finished with it. I'm just editing it. So it'll give you it gives a little insight into my crazy life that was sometimes a little naughty.
I'll do a pitch for you then, because like I have an audiobook company. I don't do hardback books, but I have an audiobook company. So if you need anybody to do it, you can check it out. It's called Beacon Audiobooks. It's beaconaudiobooks.com. We just put out a book for Matthew Modine recently.
Oh.
We've done a lot of really great New York Times best-selling books and stuff like that. So you can keep that in mind. And let's talk about makeup a little bit. First of all, you have it's a lip gloss line, right? It's not a complete makeup line yet. It's a lip gloss line.
Yeah,
lip
sure.
gloss.
This is what it looks like. This is
Oh my
the
gosh,
package.
cute little package. I love the name. Instead of Serendipity, it's Serendeppity.
Yes.
And I think that is like the greatest play on words. So you guys, so it's Serendeppity, lip gloss. It's Serendipity. I don't want to mess it up. It's serendeppity.com. And you can follow Lori on Twitter at Serendeppity. And so why did you pick lip gloss? So you're a makeup artist and you do everything. Why was it lip gloss that got you going?
Lip To me, because I don't have any lips, as you can see, I have to actually like do an hour's worth of work on them.
Have nice, normal human being lips.
They're not
Leave
even
them alone. Not
I'm
like
not
those
doing
women
anything.
that with the blow up lips, they look like a blow up doll.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But
Oh, God.
I do spend my extra 5 minutes, making sure that you can see them at all, because generally they're not here.
Just rim them in a darker black, a brown. You know the trick.
You look
rim your
fabulous.
lips
It
and
looks fabulous.
Huh?
Yeah.
What's this?
I don't know.
No, you just go on when I get to LA, I'm calling you. We're gonna have fun.
Yes.
You
Well,
and I have got to have a lunch. I think we're gonna wreck the restaurant. I'm nuts, I'm not all there. And you look
I
like you're a
like
little
that.
crazy too.
I'm totally not all here. Like,
Oh, good,
I'm really
good.
not
I
all
am.
here.
You think I'm kidding? When
No.
we move there, I'm calling you there. You're gonna come to Palm Springs to one of our parties. I collect fruits and nuts, so you're in the nut bag. And the fruits are all my friends because Jimmy and I are gay. We're married, so blah blah blah.
So
And
go
I-
back to it though. Go back to the whole lip gloss. Okay, lip gloss.
Okay.
Because besides the fact that I think your lips look fabulous, by the way.
Thank you. Well, that's one of the reasons I decided to start with lips, is because I need help in the lip department. So when I do my clients, as women, I have to correct and make them look a little fuller, or whatever it is I need to do. I do that. So to me, that's always the biggest challenge. So I thought, well, let me start with lips, because that's my favorite thing. And who doesn't like lip glosses?
No, I think that's true because I know, like, Ron's got 2 daughters.
No, let me go there because I have something I want to tell her. Jacqueline Bisset, the actress, did a film in the 70s maybe called Madame X. She played a French madam in Paris who had the best prostitute women in the world. This journalist in America now is going over there to do a story on this prostitute who's Jacqueline Bisset. But her boyfriend just dumped her and she's heartbroken. Now she goes to Paris and Jacqueline in time renovates her, remodels her, and dolls her up and makes her and teaches her how to talk to men. But what stands out in the film is she says to this girl, remember, there are 3 things that a man looks at: lipstick, lipstick, lipstick. If a woman doesn't have on lipstick, she's a man. And I agree with that. And I tell my daughters when they go out, lipstick, lipstick, lipstick. And of course, they come back with something nasty.
I was going to say that, though. I was just going to say they buy a lot of lip gloss, though.
Well, they buy a lot of, because I tell my women when I did makeup years ago, I told my women, going out without lipstick is like going out without panties. It's the truth. I mean, you're just not finished off. A woman, my friend Perry Winkler, who I love, and every time we go to dinner, she's one of those people that eats her lipstick.
Me too.
Oh, you do? Another one. She starts off with these beautiful red lips, and by the end of the thing, she's got a pink ring around. It looks like she ate a popsicle. So I say, Perry, lipstick time. And she's, oh, you're a pain in the ass, and takes out her compact.
Especially red.
I said, don't.
Especially red.
Yeah. I mean, and I said, do not put your lipstick on the table. A lady never does that. Go to the powder room, put on your lips, and come back smiling, and let all the men see.
So hold on, let's go back though. Okay, so you have do lip. He knows a lot about makeup. I'm like, I know nothing. So I'm asking questions that maybe like a layperson would ask. Like I'm involved in a lot of films and stuff. But like when you say lip gloss, like lip glosses come in flavors, like lip glosses come in colors. Lip gloss is what makes it look real shiny, right?
It's a tint of
there's
color.
different degrees of lip gloss. Mine is you can wear it 2 different ways. You can wear it really like a lip balm, so it's barely there and just gives a little tint, or you can put it on heavier with a brush and it'll be more obvious. There are other companies that make really thick, gross, like syrup lip glosses, which people don't like. Your hair gets stuck in them. I mean, they look good.
You know what
but
it looks
they're not
like?
practical.
I won't tell you what it looks. Looks like you had a good time with a guy and didn't swallow. I mean, really, it's.
And
Some
it's
women have it on. Oh, some women have that lip gloss on. I want to puke. I mean, you could smell it too from 3 feet away, and it's caked all over the place. No,
Mine's not like that at all.
no. I would imagine that knowing from little I know of you that it's going to be a simple line, not something that's involved or whatever. So now, do you have for men lip gloss?
Well, I have a clear that's just it's like a balm. So it's
Super shiny or
it's not super shiny. It's like right in the middle. You can put it on if you put it on with your finger real light. You can it's barely there.
Right.
If you put it on with a brush, it's a little heavier. But
all men in film wear lip gloss. Otherwise,
they
your
wear
lips crack.
something. Yeah, they wear something.
Otherwise, your lips crack from the heat, the lights.
So it's called. So the actual lip gloss is also called Serendeppity, then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and let's say like I wanted to buy it. Where would I go?
Well, right now the only place you can get it is on my website, which is serendeppity.com.
Okay.
And because originally I intended to only have the line for professionals, for other makeup artists. And then I decided to take it public. And I'm still working on getting it into stores. So, but for now, you can get it on my website, serendeppity.com.
But if you guys want to check out Serendeppity, you can go to lip gloss. You can go to serendeppity.com. It's serendeppity.com. And how did you come up with that? I mean, besides the fact that your last name is Depp, like, because that's really like ingenious.
Well, that's the kick.
I know, but that's like totally ingenious, really.
I do it all the time, though. I do it with different. I'm like a punster, I guess. I do it with different names all the time. I've said it before. Sometimes I'll use the nickname Led Zeppelin when I'm in a mood.
That's a good one too, though. I like that.
Now, you're aware of the fact that lashes are back. Would you ever put out a lash line? A good lash line. Not that junk they buy in the supermarket. It looks like wire on wire. Years ago when the lashes were mink or wherever they were phenomenal. You never knew they were on, and they gave you a big look. Yeah. Why don't you bring out a good lash line?
I'm going to try to make this successful first, and then I'll try to move on to another area.
Because I see so many girls now wearing lashes, and they put their eyes down, and it looks like you cut paper and you curled it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, it's very. I mean, you're going into a very competitive marketplace, and I think it's super smart not to expand too much at one time and build a brand. One thing about it is that you came up with an ingenious name, and number two, that you have such a resume. Of people that you've worked with, because people pay attention to that, and it's important, like if you go to, if you have choices of makeup artists and one of them, never done anything and one of them's worked with like the most famous people in the world, you use that to your advantage to get people interested. And everybody's like a star fucker. Everybody wants to know who like people know. So,
well, I did. Jane was 89 years old. And we went to an opening in Florida at the Paradiso Theater in Fort Lauderdale. They showed her film, Gentlemen for Blondes, and I did her wig and her makeup.
Wow.
And if you want to go online and look at it, she looked 40 years old, and she was 89. So the magic of makeup is amazing if you apply it correctly. Yeah. If a woman applies her makeup wrong, she looks like, Norma Desmond or Betty Davis, who I love, by the way, was my friend. I shouldn't say that. Betty was a doll. But not without makeup.
Yeah.
You ever see Betty without makeup?
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
Well, she looked like a man. I mean, God, please, Betty, don't hate me from heaven. But, no, Betty was not a pretty woman. No. But when she was made up, you had to see how beautiful, not beautiful, but pretty, nice, decent to look at.
Everybody has something that...
Betty's with blue eyes, gigantic blue eyes.
Yeah, beautiful blue eyes. And she had beautiful coloring.
It was a weird blue. It was almost like a turquoise. They talk about Elizabeth Taylor, whose eyes I've seen too, didn't come anywhere near Betty Davis's eyes. Betty really had aquamarine, watery, big and sparkly eyes for an old broad.
And a beautiful shape. Her eyes were a beautiful shape.
They were not ball round. They were almond ball round, sort of. That was her best feature. Of course, her teeth were yellow, and I used to tell her, why don't you get teeth done? And she'd say, why don't you mind your effing business?
I think I would have liked being her friend.
Oh, she was wonderful. No, she was good. Mind your fucking business.
So basically, though, then you're pushing, you're developing and making the public aware of the new makeup, the new lip gloss line, Serendeppity, and then you work as a makeup artist. Also, do you do stuff on film also, or do you do music videos, or what do you specialize? Do you have something that you specialize in, or you just do it all?
I kind of do it all. I don't do films anymore because it puts a lot of stress on my body, and I have rheumatoid arthritis, so it's very hard for me to stand on set for 14 hours a day, 4 days in a row.
Mopping them, that's enough. That's work. Do they still say that, mopping them? When you mop the sweat off them, it's called mopping?
Oh, yeah, no, they don't.
They don't call it mopping anymore.
No,
see how old-fashioned I am. It used to be when the actors were sweating, you'd say, go mop them.
No, we don't do so much mopping. Now it's just more, I don't know, blotting.
Okay.
Well, they called it mopping. Go mop that star. They've changed. Things have changed.
Sometimes we have to mop them up off the floor.
Well, that I know for sure. I mean, sometimes you're making them up in their breath. You get high.
So then, do you
You're loaded.
How about music videos? Because you
If
work
someone-
with a lot of musicians.
I will still work on music videos. The problem here in LA mostly is that ageism in all fields of the industry is very real. So if there's a band who's working and they have their choice between a 28-year-old makeup artist or me, they're going to choose the 28-year-old, even though I have more experience.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it. They want, rack in the face. They want it all. And
No,
so,
they want to share the joint with you while you make them.
Well, yeah, but I could do that if I really wanted to. I don't, but I could.
No, I know. No, I agree with you. Ageism is really a big thing in film. But now, thank God, if you're a SAG member, they have to have X amount of senior citizens now in the film by law. Otherwise, the film won't get funded. So I'm happy about that because I make film.
Plus, there's a big article that like 70 is the new 40 or whatever
right.
for like, especially for
No.
men, in Hollywood. Like a lot of the
see,
older men are getting roles.
You know what's wrong with you? You're pretty and you're too normal looking. Now spike your hair, make it ruby red with green streaks in it. Listen to me. Paint half of your face with tulips on it. Get weird. Wear platform shoes. Wear like the bra that looks like scones of points like Don had. And have bubble gum in your mouth, blow bubbles, and go in and say, here I am. I want to do your makeup. They will hire you in a second.
Actually, in the chat room, somebody posted, it says Allure doesn't review garbage, and they put up a link to a review on Serendeppity in Allure magazine, which that's like really big time. So congratulations. What'd they say? Tell us what they saw.
They chose my my color Maryland, which is the red, as their number one color for the season, for the holidays.
Congratulations.
That's
That's
good.
awesome.
Thanks. I'm excited about that.
And Marilyn's lips were very
So
famous.
how many do you have a lot of colors or
I
no?
have 10 colors. 10 colors, and they range from clear to the bright red to like a dark brown, which is the dark brown is called Knockout, which I was inspired to name after Layla Ali, Muhammad Ali's daughter. Yeah, she's a fighter, so I was inspired to name it Knockout because of her.
Okay, that's 3. We
Okay,
got what
now
are
the
wait,
big-
what are the other colors? Hang on, wait, what are the other
I
colors?
have the big question.
What's the big question?
What do they cost? What's the
$15.
Oh, that's good for lip gloss. That's
Yeah,
cheap.
and it comes, gift ready.
Yeah,
So
that's cheap. $15 is
and
cheap.
it's in a pot. So see the pot is good, and it'll last you for like a year if you're smart.
Very good deal.
That's not
An eyebrow pencil today is $15. $10 for a stupid pencil.
Yeah.
Did you know that? I just bought an eyebrow pencil a couple of days ago. It cost me $10.
No, I buy ones that are 40. I don't do it anymore because I had my eyebrows.
Yes, I know. I mean, $10 is a lot of money for a stupid Maybelline. He used to get them for $1.20.
He's talking about earlier because we were talking about Christmas paper, wrapping paper. Because
don't get
he
me
wants
started.
wrapping paper, right? And so he's like, I can't believe, because we've been Christmas shopping, that wrapping paper, a roll of wrapping paper is like $7.50. He's like, in my day, you paid 49 cents for a roll of wrapping paper.
My day.
49 for the shitty kind and 79 for the sparkly one.
Don't you love
That's
saying that though?
nice. What?
Don't you love saying in my day? I love saying that.
I say it with great pride because you know why? I came from a wonderful my day, better than today. So I try to tell everybody what it was like to have been given the gift of a wonderful existence in a gorgeous country with beautiful people and fun and happiness and music and food. Not like today where it's suicide, murder, churches, children killing.
Yeah.
It's funny
It's
because
disgraceful.
I had never seen a Turner Classic movie like any of the old I'd never seen a black and white movie because I always thought they were old and I didn't like them until I met Ron. We've been together for 3 years and now I watch them all the time, on there. And it really is true how like everybody dressed, everybody was so distinguished and everybody was so beautiful and everybody was always very well put together and people didn't look tattered. And so I think that's a real point with the whole thing is a really good point, and it's enjoyable. And then Ron came up. I forgot who told you the saying about the movie's
I was
not
going to
old.
say that
Okay.
now. I was at lunch. I was bullshitting with Lauren Bacall, and I said to Lauren, nobody wants to watch the old movies. It's disgraceful how in Europe these kids love opera. 300-year-old opera they watch as it's brand new. What's with these kids in our country? They think of our films as old. She said to me, Ron, let me let you in on something, okay? Remember this always. If ever you have an opportunity, say it. A film is only old after you've seen it. That's from Lauren Bacall, Humphrey Bogart's wife. To those of you who don't know who she is.
I know.
And I agree with her, and I've kept that with me for 20 years, whatever. And Lauren was right. After you've seen a film, it's old, but if you haven't seen it, stupid ass, it's a new film.
Yeah, but you can keep watching them over and over when they're good.
He watches them all. Yes, he does do that.
I do.
I want to bring up another little brag for you, because I love to do that. And so it says that you're an ongoing fashion contributor for Fashion Police column, and the newsstand circulation is 2 million more than the combined circulation of Vogue and Elle. So congratulations. So wait, Fashion Police is in what magazine? That's Us?
Us, yeah. I actually just kind of stopped doing it recently because I had so much other stuff going on that I didn't have time to do it. But when I did it, it was really fun.
I have to tell you though, your publicist, which we should give a shout out to Lee Runchie from Chrome PR. She is so fabulous, and we've had several people. Ricky Rebel's a good friend of the show, and he does the Fashion Police thing, and so did
Ricky.
I forgot somebody else, Bello Sanchez or somebody else that we had on has done some of that Fashion Police stuff. And I have to say, of all the publicists, because we work with a lot of publicists on the show, Lee Runchie and Chrome PR have to be one of the coolest ones ever.
Yeah.
So
I got lucky. I got lucky with her. Really lucky.
She's fabulous. So say hi to her. Say hi, Lee, because I think she's listening.
Hi, Lee.
There you go. So I think the whole thing is fun. So do you have an experience or something that's the most fun thing that you think you've done in your career, or what's something that's exciting that you've really? I know you've enjoyed everything, but if we were going to pick out we're going to give us some kind of juicy tidbit out of the new book, what would be something juicy tidbit?
How about we do this? Why don't you set your record straight?
Okay.
What's ever been done or said to you that's an outright lousy, nasty lie that you were so pissed off about you couldn't sleep?
That people say about me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've seen one. I'll tell you one thing. I do get a lot of shit, pardon my French, for continuing to use the name Depp. But honestly, if my last name was Smith, would anybody care that I continued to use the name after I got divorced? That's a pet peeve of mine that people say, why do you keep using the name? He wasn't famous when I used the name to begin with, and I'm not changing it because it's a famous name. So it's not even just that. I hated my maiden name because it's Allison, and I was ridiculed all through school for having two last names. So to set the record straight, I didn't change my name because I hate my maiden name. There you have it.
Okay, and you have a right to. Depp is good, and it works with your lip gloss.
It does, yeah. Well, it does. 30 years after the fact.
Yeah, but that's what I thought when you said Depp. I picked it up right away. That was in the lip gloss. I didn't go anywhere else with it. Did you?
Yeah.
Jim?
Well, it's different because I got given the information differently than you did, so I knew ahead of time.
Anyone that knows you and that you would connect. Meanwhile, he's crazy too, so he's good to have around. Because Johnny Depp, I've never met him, but he's crazy as a loon. I mean, I've heard. Oh, Angelina Jolie, grew up in my house. My daughter.
Kidding.
Oh no, I'm not. I lived on Spalding Drive, right opposite the high school in Beverly Hills, and Angie lived on Roxbury, around the corner, right in front of Roxbury Park. And my daughter Deirdre and she used to go to school together and play together. Now Angie made a movie with Johnny,
The Tourist. That's
the Tourist, which I love. The friggin' movie. Angie in it is magnificent. Oh my God, is she gorgeous?
We have to see everything Angie's in.
Oh, I love it. Well, because you know what? Angie was 2 or 3 years old, came to one of Deirdre's birthday parties, and I remember saying to her, do you want to be a movie star when you grow up? And she said, I don't know. Bitch did it, let me tell you. I watched her grow. She came into our house. We moved back to New York, and then we moved back to Beverly Hills. Years had gone by, and I hadn't seen you, Angie, maybe 10 years. She walks into my house. I thought, who is this piece of ass? Oh, my God. My daughter is skinny, no tits, no ass, nothing. Deirdre's got hanging hair. She looks like a 12-year-old vagabond. And Angie has these knockers and a sweater with these buns and a tight jeans. She was gorgeous as a 14-year-old kid.
I've seen pictures, yeah.
She matured very, very young. And then, of course, I ran into her again years later at the drugstore on wherever in Beverly Hills. She was with her husband, who you mentioned. What's his name?
No, wasn't she with Billy Bob? Or that?
Billy Bob. You mentioned
Billy. No, she didn't. Did you?
Yeah, she did. Did you mention Billy?
No, did I?
No.
You know, the other girl we interviewed did.
Yeah, that was last week.
Anyway, I met them in the supermarket, and we chatted, and I just said to her, Angie, I can't believe what you've grown into. I said, you're just amazing.
Boy, if she would wear my lip glosses, everybody in the world would buy them.
You're right.
Hello. If I had her on my show, I'd beat the shit
If we
out
had
of
her on our show, that would be great too.
We'd be on late night TV knocking the hell out of those boring jerk-offs that are there now. But Angie's gone on to live in Paris or France somewhere. We don't see much of her at all. But I did remember that meeting of her, and I said, you're just outrageously beautiful.
Yeah.
And she is.
Yeah.
She should be wearing your lip gloss.
I think
you know what? Send it to her. She has a place in
New Orleans.
No, not New Orleans. She has a place in L.A. Where the hell is she in L.A.?
I used to be friends with Brad, but I haven't spoken to him in 20 years, so you know.
Do you know Jacqueline Bizette?
I don't.
Because she's her godmother. Angie's godmother is Jacqueline, and she's always floating around town. She's easy to see.
I think just by getting it out there, I think that you're going through like the right channels to get it out there. I think the fact that you've worked with people, the fact that I'm sure it's a really good product, because Allure would definitely not pick it out as one of the colors of the season. It's not like you're talking about like makeup for hags or something like Allure. Like that's like a really big deal.
That would be a good name to change it to. Makeup for hags.
What's good about her product is, if it's a good product, which I'm sure it is the price. She didn't go crazy. I mean, you go to buy a Chanel lipstick, it's $55, $100, $80. It's stupid. It's out of bounds.
You actually made a product that works for everybody can afford it, which is important in this day and time. Money is tight for people. They want to have a good product. They want it to be affordable, and you can lure them in, and they'll like the product, and they'll come back.
Plus, there's a color for every age. You can wear it from the age of 14 to 40,000. I have friends, my age and sometimes a little bit younger that wear it and love it. My friend Elizabeth Perkins, she's a great actress. She wears it and she loves it.
Who was that? Who was that?
Elizabeth Perkins.
Oh, yes. Perfect.
She loves it. And I used it on Bonnie Raitt recently and she loved it. So, it's great.
And that's all ages.
When I come out there, you'll give me some and I'll give it to some of my celebrities and we'll shoot it.
Yeah, that would be great.
Just 2-minute things like, I love your thing, blah, 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 blah. I like to help you out. I help everybody out. When you're my age, you're ready to die soon, so you do all that good shit. So if there's any chance of getting in, if there is a heaven, you get in better.
That's a good idea.
The guy that's up there, if there is one, says, well, in your late life, you made up for it.
So here's what we got to do, because we've only got 3 minutes. Let's get some advertisement. All right, everybody. So listen up. You definitely want to check out this Serendeppity lip gloss. You can go to www.serendeppity.com. That's SERENDEPPITY.com. Follow Lori on Twitter. She's at Serendeppity, SERENDEPPITY. And on Instagram, too. She's on Instagram, and it's the same, Serendeppity. And follow her. Let's go buy the product from her website. And let's support like the new people coming out with something that's trying to give a really good product for everybody. We'd really like to check it out. And make sure you check out the Marilyn lip color, because that's the one that got picked for the Allure magazine color of the year, right? Or whatever color for the holiday.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really red, right?
It's really red.
So get the really red sexiness and I was going to say something else.
And $15 is a joke. That's 2 ice creams. $15 today. Think about it. Am I wrong? Remember, ice cream was $0.25. Now you go buy ice cream. It's $3.
That's like going to the movies. Like we went to the movies the other day, and it's like $12 to go to the movie, or $13.
And we lie and say senior citizens. Jimmy lies. I don't. I don't have to lie. Jimmy does.
Yeah, I lie to get the senior citizen ticket.
we love beating the theaters out of $1.
There you go. So we want to thank you for coming on the show. We wish you all the luck and success with the line. Anytime you have anything to promote and you want to come back, just let us know, because we would love to have you back. It was a lot of fun.
You.
I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and I hope that you sell $1 million worth of Serendeppity for the Christmas holiday.
Yeah. Me too.
And I like you. Don't be surprised if I'm knocking on your door, calling you.
Knock on my door.
I'm serious. I'm very serious.
I'll give you my address. You come over anytime.
No, but I'm serious. You think I'm kidding?
No, she doesn't.
No, I hope you're not saying I hope he never comes.
No,
because
come over.
See me, you're gonna say, "Holy shit, you really came here!" Because you look like fun. I think I want to be friends with you.
I would love that.
I mean, I could see your personality. You're New York, right?
I lived in New York. I'm from Miami Beach, but I lived in New York. Yeah.
Okay, that's the same thing. Miami, New York, same
All
thing.
right, everybody. So go get Serendeppity.com. Get some Serendeppity lip gloss. We want to again thank Lee Runchie from Chrome PR. You can follow them on Twitter. It's at, I think it's either underscore Chrome PR or Chrome underscore PR. It's underscore Chrome PR, right?
Chrome underscore.
Yeah, Chrome underscore PR on Twitter, you guys. They're awesome. Lee Runchie, thank you so much. You have a Merry Christmas. Lori, you thank you so much.
Thank
you
you,
have a
guys.
Merry Christmas. And if you see Joey Malone, because I haven't seen him since I moved here and he moved to California, so tell him that Jimmy Star says hi.
I will.
All righty, thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a happy time. She is so nice.
Isn't she fabulous? Chad,
She's
wasn't
a
she fun?
Nice person.
Yeah, I'm just thinking to myself, you always get the coolest people on your show.
Well,
we
because
really
we're
do.
cool. You know what I loved about her? Her smile. She had the warmest smile, like a friend's smile.
It was beautiful.
Nice smile.
She
Pretty
said.
lady. Very nice lady.
Yeah, she was very, very
I like
nice.
her very much.
All right, everybody, it's time to go. We want to thank you for tuning in. Next week, we've got Sean Kanan and Ian Buchanan, both from General Hospital, coming on the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Chad, thank you so much. Chat room, thank you so much. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Designing, where every man never thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be. Jimmy Star's new celebrity.
We'll take you out.